Zimbabwe Tzu Chi volunteers drilled 2 wells to solve the water shortage crisis in the dry season. A Tzu Chi long-term care center in Pintung uses the new Jing Si interlocking bricks for the first time. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tai. Thank you for joining us. In Zimbabwe, due to the dry weather, local residents lack clean water. 5,000 residents rely on a broken well and the dirty water in the dam to wash their clothes and take baths. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to drill 2 wells for them. The 2 wells are built on a piece of land local residents donated to Tzu Chi 2 years ago.
After 3 days,
5,000 villagers rely on the broken well inside the graveyard to quench their thirst. When what a little water fill a bucket.
We need to filter the dirt from the water before drinking it.
In order to survive, people in Zimbabwe use the dirty water in the dam to wash clothes and take baths.
There is a little water in the dam. It is shared by humans and animals. Using such water, people will fall ill. So in times of emergency, we need to drill 2 wells.
In order to get abundant clean water on the dry land, every well has to be as deep as 80 meters. The 2 wells are built on the land local residents have donated to Tzu Chi.
Tzu Chi volunteers' selfless giving has deeply touched the local chiefs and seniors. Therefore, they donated this piece of land to Tzu Chi. On behalf of all the villagers, I express our joy. Because of your love, this piece of land is put to good use.
We're living in a world today where there's COVID-19. We're not afraid of it now because of good water to wash our hands.
Volunteers and residents work as a team for 6 days. Finally, they're happy they're a source of clean water for the local residents.
In the United States, New York has resumed industrial activities. Tzu Chi New York chapter has given out 500 medical care packages for Chinese doctors. During epidemic time, TIMA Dr. Zhang Weijien has contracted COVID-19 while taking care of his father. Now that he has recovered, he has also reopened his clinic. TIMA members deliver medical care package to Dr. Zhang, showing their support and care.
As New York has resumed work, Tzu Chi is giving out 500 medical care packages for Chinese doctors in New York. This solves the problem of doctors unable to buy epidemic prevention supplies.
I could not get masks. I cannot place orders either. I cannot buy isolation gowns. Now we're using the little supplies we have left. Therefore, seeing Tzu Chi is donating supplies, I've come here to get them.
I've prepared KN95 masks for you. There are 5 of them in a pack, so the total is 50 masks. They are not only for you, but also for your counter staff. There are also 5 pairs of goggles.
On this day, TIMA Dr. Jing Si is delivering medical care package to Brooklyn for TIMA chairperson Zhang Weijien.
Dr. Zhang Weijien is very compassionate. He has contracted COVID-19. Because he cared for his father and brother, he has recovered now. We are delivering this love to his clinic.
In mid-April, Zhang was worried about his father who lived in a nursing home, so he brought him home. Back then, Zhang's father already had COVID-19 and eventually passed away. As a result, 5 family members also contracted the virus, including Zhang. He has experienced the pain as a patient.
I was panting and I could not walk fast. I felt fatigued and my face was pale due to the lack of oxygen. The earlier you treat the illness, the more effective the treatment is. If you wait till it's late, the death rate is very high.
Zhang has been through his father's death and the pain of the illness. 2 weeks after Zhang recovered, he reopened the clinic. He does not want the community residents to panic, and he also worries that there could be more confirmed cases after people resume working.
This illness is very scary, as it is highly contagious. Now that people have resumed working, people are walking around without wearing masks. People are too close to each other. It is too dangerous for the society. We are afraid of the second and third wave of epidemic.
The clinics are the first ones to resume working. New York has started its second tier of reopening. Although there are less confirmed cases now, medical professionals are still worried about people's close contact after they resume working. Hopefully, New Yorkers will take preventative measures to protect their health.
In China, during the epidemic, Tzu Chi volunteers have provided vegetarian meals for many hospitals. As a result, the first hospital of Hunan University of Chinese Medicine has set up a vegetarian cafeteria that provides a vegetarian buffet. In the future, the hospital will also invite nutritionists to plan special meals for all kinds of patients.
先种一颗种子吧，让他们觉得说素食好吃。至于未来的话，我也是有这个决心。
Planting the seeds of kindness in spring, by summer one reaps the fruit of the mind.
吃光光的了啊！
对，就一点点嘛，全部都吃完了，来晚了。
全部吃光光了。说白了就是那些对营养要求高，还有老年人喜欢吃打出来。
If people come late, there's no more food left. This is the trial operation of vegetarian buffet at the cafeteria of the first hospital of HUCM.
那边人家是肉。
有20多块钱呢，对，20多，对，便宜一些，这个便宜一些。我看也分量好足的，就是13、14块钱。
The hospital has set up a vegetarian eatery because of COVID-19 epidemic since March of this year.
Coming into contact with Tzu Chi has reaffirmed my faith. It seems simple, but it is difficult to implement.
The hospital and Tzu Chi are joining hands to promote vegetarianism. In the future, they also plan to provide special meals to all kinds of patients.
In the future, not only will we have this vegetarian buffet cafeteria, we'll also set up other vegetarian stalls. We'll develop special meals for diabetic patients, pregnant women, and patients with cardiovascular diseases. As they come here, they will find meals that suit their nutritional needs. They won't say that there is no food for them.
The experts will work together to provide nutritious meals to the patients, promoting vegetarianism and good health.
Tainan Traffic Police Corps often hosts vegetarian events. This time, the captain, Zhang Weijien, even cooks. Despite the hard work, he pan-fried more than 1,000 vegetarian pot stickers, hoping his colleagues will enjoy vegetarian food.
The savory rice puddings and juicy pot stickers are part of the extraordinary lunch for Traffic Police Corps today. There are surprises on environmentally friendly lunch boxes.
There is a secret gift. Maybe you cannot take days off. No, just kidding. Have some vegetarian food. You can take a day off.
It is a vegetarian pledge card. With mushroom miso soup and summer cold noodles, every traffic police enjoys a good meal.
I'm nicely surprised that I don't know what to say. It has a lot of ingredients and is just as good as the mixed rice puddings. It is very special and delicious.
It's just as good as the pot stickers with meat. It looks delicious as the bottom is crispy and the skin is not very dry. It is very juicy.
The person promoting vegetarianism is Traffic Police Corps Captain Wang Zhihong. He has been deeply touched by volunteer selfless giving and moral character.
In the past, I did not have the realizations. I only knew we should cherish our blessings. However, When I went up there to fry the pot stickers, I placed the pot stickers into the wok and the oil kept spilling out. To be honest, my hand touched the oil. After frying the pot stickers, I took them out. Then I found some of them were broken. I saw every pot sticker as treasures. We have to treasure all the food.
The captain stands next to the wok to pan-fry pot stickers for his colleagues to try vegetarian food.
Everyone has worked hard. Today, I am able to do something for my colleagues. There can be a variety of vegetarian dishes as long as we're willing to try making them.
Having worked together with volunteers many times, Wang Zhihong also hosts a staff checkup and vegetarian lunches. He encourages his colleagues to adopt a vegetarian diet and safeguard their health.
Tzu Chi has developed the second-generation Jing Si interlocking bricks. They are being laid in Tzu Chi Zhu long-term care center in Pintung for the first time. The bricklaying team praises the interlocking bricks as they are more convenient than the traditional ones.
The second-generation Jing Si interlocking bricks are pieced together in the large area. In the irregular area, people take apart the bricks before placing them.
As the workers lay the bricks, they do not feel it is too hot or humid. This is the second advantage. We can finish laying the bricks in 2 days. If these were traditional bricks, it would take 3 days. It would take an extra day.
Under the sun, the eco-friendly interlocking bricks have a lower temperature than traditional bricks. At Tzu Chi Zhu Long-Term Care Center, the area is long and small, which poses a challenge to the way the interlocking bricks are laid.
There's an advantage of the eco-friendly interlocking bricks. It is easy to cut them. Regular cement bricks are difficult to cut and trim their edges.
Before laying the bricks, the construction team was worried about the slopes. However, to their surprise, after laying the bricks, they are very even.
Regular cement bricks will have differences in height. These are interlocked. So one of the advantages of these bricks is that they are very even on the slopes.
The construction team is about to finish laying the second-generation interlocking bricks. They'll build up the experiences to help the research and develop team improve the interlocking bricks.
In Taiwan, a group of senior volunteers go to the Jing Si Hole to clean the environment weekly for over a decade. By serving together, they've developed strong and close friendships. The sunlight shines bright in the morning, and these volunteers are about to begin their journey.
Small, middle, and big fishes, here we come.
During the epidemic period, they continue to uphold the spirit to keep on serving.
The epidemic may have affected the number of people who come to the Jing Si Hall, but we still carry a respectful heart to clean this blessed ground. We hope to make our spiritual home clean so everyone can feel comfortable here.
Among them, the eldest is almost 80 years old and the youngest is over 50. Each of them has a very long history of serving here.
我当组长以后就没有间断，就这样应该有8年，大概是12、13年。我做了差不多15年了啦。
They work fast and quick to make every corner in the Jing Si Hole clean. They've completed the work around 7 a.m. in the morning.
We're used to coming here to serve every Wednesday. Everyone can also get together. After we have lunch, we'll go to Baoqing recycling station to do recycling.
Everyone invited each other to go and return in the same cars. It's very joyful that we can all chat in the cars.
They've been serving in this spiritual ground for over 10 years, and they've also built strong and intimate friendships. Tzu Tzu Chi care recipient Mr. Hong suffered from esophageal cancer 5 years ago. After undergoing operation and chemotherapy, he could only drink liquid food to supplement his nutrition. Without sufficient nutrition, he could not walk steadily and hands could not even work. His boss Ashik, who is also his good friend, took care of him. After becoming a Tzu Chi care recipient, he decided to do recycling and he took a 20-minute bike ride to the recycling station in Taoyuan and did recycling for nearly 5 hours every day.
For about a year, about 6 o'clock every morning, he arrived soon after we listened to the Master Zheng Yan's teachings.
He arrives early in the morning without eating anything, just takes in some liquid. He is very hardworking. Once he sits down, he doesn't stand up to take a break. He takes rest when he goes back. I always ask him to leave early to have meals.
He has an opening here. The sequela of chemotherapy and electrotherapy is that he always feels dizzy. So he walks unsteadily. He is strenuous when speaking. He pants also.
His wife also committed suicide because of depression, so he is lonely. Frankly speaking, it is very good to have the boss Ashi to keep him company.
I have known him for 30 years. Before, I used to do construction while he made bricks. He could lift up a few kilograms, like carry 3 bags of cement. When I first knew about his suffering from esophageal cancer, my friend told him I went to see him. Now I'm really grateful to Tzu Chi because I don't have to pay any money. I used to handle all his matters before, like admission to the hospital.
I just live opposite to him and always told Chi Chi monthly with some contents about environmental protection for him to read. Now he will ask me for Chi Chi monthly to read. This is made by Jing Si bowl and consists of 22 kinds of grains powder. You can simply soak and mix it with water and use this straw to drink.
It would be great if I can go to work, but my legs do not have power, so I can't stand. It's safer to ride a bicycle. There are relatively fewer bikes on the road. I haven't counted the time, but it's about 20 minutes. It is good to do recycling, which can purify the environment. I will continue to do it as long as I can. It's more annoying if I can't do it.
After half a year, TIMA members once again started to go to Ximen and Stanzhi in New Taipei City to care for the solitary senior. This trip was divided into 3 routes. The seniors were happy seeing them as if meeting up with old friends.
After waiting for half a year, the senior can eventually meet TIMA daughters again. As if meeting old friends, they keep chatting non-stop. TIMA spent a weekend holiday in Shimen and Sanzi of New Taipei City to care for the health of the solitary seniors. From consultation, visual examination to changing dressings for the seniors, TIMA doctors do it in person, making the seniors feel warm.
The actual illness may account for 50 to 60%, but the psychological condition sometimes affects the physiological one, including myself. Sometimes because of the patient's words, I will feel life is full of hope again.
Dr. Lin Qimin's daughter also joined this lesson of life education.
We should appreciate and cherish blessings. They live alone and just have these people come to visit occasionally. On the other hand, I'm very lucky to be able to born in a worry-free family.
我现在就是东倒西歪。
对，所以你平常要多起来练习踏步，扶着椅子踏步。
Grandpa Ao Yang, who is 99 years old now, was an Air Force officer when he was young. As he got older, his physical condition deteriorated. In order to maintain his health, our physiotherapist specially wrote him a note for the rehabilitation exercises and remind him carefully.
踏步20下。
对啊，我们有分早、中、晚啊。
Doing exercise can help him resume sleeping. Its quality will also be improved. As for his physical condition, it will get better and better.
This trip of medical home visit is divided into 3 routes. Whether it is by driving or walking on foot, TIMA members are the mostly missed person of the local residents.
Because of epidemic, we TIMA volunteers haven't visited these seniors for half a year, so I brought my older sisters and my daughter this time to visit the seniors together.
Tzu Chi has put in much effort in this area. This kind of medical visit should be carried out by a group of people. It is impossible to accomplish by just one person alone. Only by encouraging one another can we make this last.
Feeling pleased in giving, the smiles and blessings of the seniors are the biggest achievement of TIMA members in this trip.
Tzu Chi receiving Yang Yuanbing had osteosarcoma when he was just 8. After many surgeries, it deformed his face, which caused him unable to find a job. His wife and son are mentally challenged, and the family's finances were endangered to where his daughter nearly had to quit school. Fortunately, Tzu Chi volunteers have came into their lives.
今天要去关怀我们的感恩户啊，然后那个家里的菜好多，我就顺便摘点菜去给他，他也可以省得去买菜。
In the past 5 years, Tzu Chi volunteers have treated this family like their own.
This is sweet potato leaf and water spinach. It's from my garden.
Tzu Chi care recipient Yang Yuanbing has osteosarcoma in the jaw. After surgery, his face was not the same again and has not been able to find a job. His wife and son have developmental delays, and his daughter is the only hope to improve their situation.
The daughter didn't smile much before. Due to family finances, she nearly had to quit school. But thanks to Chi Chi financial aid, the daughter was able to get into college, and now she is 1 year away from graduation.
Thanks to the support in her education, she can continue to pursue her dreams.
为什么要考上这个证？我要当老师，一定要考，还要当老师啊！
The influence of Tzu Chi's loving care can be seen on the son as well.
He will bring out the cups to wash and make tea for us.
We discovered the parents need to encourage the child and don't say negative things about him to him. After the parents changed their attitude, the son has made some great changes. In the past, he would just sit there and do nothing, but each time we visit, we see improvements.
With Tzu Chi in their lives, the love and care this family receives are sure to boost their spirits to welcome a brighter future.
Kaohsiung Qijing Junior High School has hosted their graduation ceremony on the beach to keep a social distance and leave a special memory for the students. Take a look and see you next time.